There is a silent difference between the men who struggle and the men who move through life with certainty. It's not intelligence, it's not talent, it's not luck, it's memory, not the kind that stores fact, the kind that holds meaning. A man who remembers clearly decides clearly. A man who forgets easily is controlled easily. This is why memory has always been trained by warriors, scholars, and leaders long before exams, before phones, before distractions. Look around. Men today consume more information than any generation in history, yet remember almost nothing. Why? Because memory doesn't grow in chaos. Phones fragment attention. Constant stimulation weakens recall. Multitasking destroys depth. Your brain was never meant to switch tasks every 6 seconds. It was built to focus, store, and retrieve with force. A distracted mind becomes soft. A soft mind forgets promises. A man who forgets promises loses respect first from himself. Let me tell you something ancient. In tribes, the man with the strongest memory was dangerous because he remembered paths, seasons, enemies, alliances. Memory meant survival. Even today, memory decides who performs under pressure, who speaks with authority, who masters academics, who builds a legacy instead of repeating mistakes. A man who remembers patterns doesn't repeat pain. This isn't about tricks, it's about discipline. Memory forms when attention is undivided. Study with no phone, read without music, train without scrolling. Your brain remembers what you respect enough to focus on. Memory sticks to emotion and purpose. Don't memorize for marks, memorize for identity. Ask, why does this matter to the man I'm becoming? Your brain remembers what feels useful for survival and future power. Reading builds familiarity. Recalling builds dominance. Close the book. Write what you remember. Speak it out loud. This is how leaders train their minds. They pull knowledge from within, not scroll for it. Sleep, train, Eat clean. A weak body fogs the mind. A disciplined body sharpens recall. This is why strong men often clear, often think clearer. Their nervous system isn't overstimulated and exhausted. Have you noticed men with stronger memory speak slower, hesitate less, command attention without volume? That's not confidence, that is clarity. When your mind is organized, your presence becomes heavy. People listen because you remember what matters. If you don't train your memory, life will train it for you. Who regret? You'll forget lessons, repeat mistakes, waste years relearning what discipline could have taught once. A man who remembers his value does not need motivation. Memory is not about being smart. It's about being reliable to your studies, to your word, to your future family. Train it like a weapon. Protect it like a fire. That is how quiet men become undeniable. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Mwah.